Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Welcome back finally. Live stream machine started acting all weird on me. Let me know how the sound is. In fact, I need to check a couple more things on those sounds. Let's make sure that, there we go. Okay, sound for the mic is up there. Yeah, give me a mic check. Let me know where you guys are from as well. Let's make sure we turn off real-time scanning after reboot. Yep, real-time. Turn real-time off. Make sure your computer and your trading game is running at its fastest. And let's get going here. Let me pop out the chat here so I can see guys as well here. Got the live streamer rebooted. Good morning, Dominic. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me turn on my always on top little app here. Here we go. Control spacebar. That should put that on top. Cool. And I'm going to expand this up here. Grab it.
Speed of YM55. Double delta EM on the 1.
Hear me good in Florida. Excellent. All right, let's look around the horn here and see what we got going on. So there we go. Target value currently 49 ticks. So got some good movement. That's exciting to hear, and plenty of space within that. Let me look at the news here. Coming in on the live stream late. I did get in some trades there this morning. Try to get the live stream going, and some really cool Enigma setups came in. We are at 10:15.
Double delta EM on the 1.
So again, if you've got your news indicator on, let's look here, and 10:30 CB leading index.
63. Speed of YM63.
All the red star stuff was there at 8:30 this morning. So I don't think there's anything there that's going to get in our way from a news perspective that is at least scheduled. Of course, unscheduled news events and things of that sort can always occur. Let's talk about personal assessments. We do need to evaluate those. I can give an example. My red day, I think my last live stream was a red day. I've been out and about. We've been having a few days in the we've been in court a few days this week, and we got some
double
fun
EM on the 1.
Some fun stuff coming up there. We'll have some videos and things coming out on that, especially in 2025. Let's see. But yeah, so I have been away from the live streams a bit, but in that last live stream, you kind of heard me talking about, was tired, exhausted, a lot of stuff going on personally, and just with, I mean, just so many things. And that day particularly was a sleep factor. I think I was just exhausted. I could just feel it. On top of the fact, it didn't help that, like, I know every time we come out here into a public live stream, the trolls are going to come, right? That's what they do. And if I'm rested, maybe I'm probably going to deal with that a little bit better. But on that day, needed to do a personal assessment as I came in that morning. We need to get that back on our checklist of things. The no list, particularly. If you go into our room right now on Discord and type !no list, this is my personal list. So I'm going to type !no list. And I've created this years ago for myself. This is back all the way back at my old desk and things. But there was my paper sheet that I had next to my desk there. No live trading today if... Did you stay up all night? And that back then, at that time, was more so things as I was doing late night codings, like trying to get all of the code and stuff, doing lots of testing, all that kind of stuff. That happened a lot. Like, didn't you stay up all night last night? Was that today may not be the best day for trading? Were you upset with anyone last night? You, surprisingly enough, like if you have a spouse or significant other particularly, and you've gotten into an argument or you're upset about things, like your mind is, you know, even if you think, oh, you know, it happened last night, it can be it can ride with you, if you know what I'm saying. And if you don't, well, maybe maybe you don't have those problems, but I do. I think about things. I try to solve problems. So, you know, when there are disputes or things with a loved one or whatnot, your brain is always trying to figure out, well, what could I have said or done something better? And your mind is over there on something else when you needed to focus on your executions, especially when you are trading the NASDAQ, where you need to react quickly, things like that. Have you yelled at anyone today? So those are situations for me, particularly. Maybe that's not you. But, you know, once I go on tilt on something because people aren't doing whatever, you know, that's another day where I'm like, that's gonna, you know, be riding in my mind. Are you upset or frustrated about a family situation? Sometimes, you know, for me, I got, you know, elderly parents, and some of that kind of stuff can be drama when you're talking about, you know, you and your sisters and brothers and stuff that you're trying to do. You're trying to do the best for the family, and everybody's got their opinions and things of that sort. Are you sick? This one's everybody. I mean, everybody gets sick if you don't have any issues with your, you know, maybe you got a perfect spouse and you got a perfect family situation, but everybody gets sick. Right? You're not feeling well, under the weather. This is my no list of be extremely cautious or just don't trade that day. Do you have any meetings? Do you have more than 2 meetings? This is actually back when I was still working way back in the day, because I did both for a time where I was working, doing IT work, doing all of the coding and things. And then, you know, I would also intraday attempt to, you know, trade simultaneously. And then I had found that if, like, I'm in the middle of a trade, of course, way back, I was trading more of the ES, so it was slower. So I would hold on to positions a little bit longer, and all of a sudden you got to get called into a meeting, and it's right at a spot where you're trying to work through a position. You know, that was another one where, do you have more than 2 meetings that day, where you might be interrupted during your trading? Then another one that you might not be able to do, to be interrupted. So the no list is there, and need to be aware of that, cognizant of that. And I have gotten to a point where I am, you know, sometimes you've been doing this for so long that you can kind of override that, and it does. Like, and plus our system is so good now that it doesn't really matter as much. So I have neglected this and, you know, just played through on situation scenarios. I think it caught up with me the other day, but I was kind of at an extreme, but I still should have acknowledged where I was at on that day, particularly with the tiredness and the stress that was going on, needing to be in court. Had been in court the day before, was going to have to be in the court afterwards. And, you know, it's really hard when people are lying about you like crazy and lying things, like literally lying to the court. It can become very stressful when you're like, you know, I cannot even tell you what it is like having to battle against lies to the actual court, and then you have to like defend a negative. Like, there's just all this. It's tough. It's tough. It was things definitely wearing on me that day. Ended up with a red day. So anyhow, all that to be said is make sure that you are assessing your personal status before you start into trading, if you know what I'm saying. So you'll be hearing me talk about that a bit more in the live streams, and we get that more of a habit. I'll put a checklist here near me again and go, okay, before we even start here, personal assessment. How am I feeling today? Do I have anything on my no list? And even if I come out here and I do go ahead and trade anyway, because I probably will. I've been doing this so long and the system is so good, I'll get some good trades in, but I will also not be trying to push it. That day I did try to push it. I was pushing my size like I had been. We've been hitting 5-figure days repetitively. Recently, you know, our tools are so good, especially the Ready DD is a game changer. Do you guys agree? Do you guys like the Ready DD? What are your thoughts on the Ready DD? Are y'all loving it? I mean, it's a game changer, enhancing every other play we have in its way. It's not like it's not necessarily its own thing, although it can be used when you're using it in combination. As I've been showing you guys, let me come down here to the bottom left and zoom in. There's some showing up right now. But that is a absolute game changer. Now you're wondering, like, why is this coloring coming in here? This means we are in the flat zone. I also like that this is literally screaming at me like, hey, right now we're in the flat zone here. We've come right into it on the MACV chart, but it's also telling me on my lowest time frame chart here, already giving me the warning of, hey, don't necessarily be playing here, or if you do take it here, there's going to be some more heat. Yeah, the Ready DD is insane. That is a great way to describe it there. Let me pop that super chat here so everybody can see what you're saying there. Yeah, Noob Sabat says Ready DD is insanely good. Yes, it is. And so because of that, it's kind of gotten me a little I'm almost a little overconfident. So I feel like I can override all of my personal items and issues because I know I can kind of load the boat on some of these. Okay, so we just kind of popped out of this. Let's see, 1, 2, big legs down. Let's see if we get a 4LDT here. This is a ready up on a king timing.
On the one.
I might take a quick stab at this. Another ready DD. I'm going to look for a trap and a push up here.
Double delta RTY on the
Okay, I'm going to see if I'm going to get a little pop-up bounce here. I've got a cross up on the 4s that I'm using for my stop underneath. I got my finger over the close if it doesn't work. Outside of the flat zone here. Now, and right in the middle of the Titanic, kind of coming right back into the Titanic zone. Looks like a potential trap here with a double ready DD on king timing. And up top on the 4s, I will show you here in just a moment, there is also a second giant white cross up here with a double ready DD. There's 10, there's 11 ticks. Might have needed to take off half there. Probably should have. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I think it's going to make a little fake trap here, so I'll maybe have an opportunity to add to this position. I'll go on 2s. Give it a little head shake down one more time. Okay, there's the little snap I like. There we go. Start to peel them off. Peel off some more. And 2 on for the run. Let's see if she goes. So looking up at the top left, if you want to see, so my stop will be underneath that little white cross right there. That will discount the play. Just took profits on that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's the $400 superstition. I'm literally at 3,600 right now. I'm going to close it out. My $400 superstition is screaming at me. If you know about my $400 superstition, type 400SS there in the chat. At 3,600, where I am $400 away from my 4K target, it's like my own personal jinx. I swear I must have spoken it into existence or something, but I promise I didn't. I just had noticed this too many times. I'm so close, and I'm like, I'm pushing out for that last 400, especially when I've got a position open. And I have found that I should probably pull it. Let me talk about how, I know I'm talking about other things here as this came in, but we had multiple things showing up here for me. We had the white cross there. We also had the white cross here telling me that we probably got an accumulation zone. We had just exited from the flat zone. I could tell that from the colorings on the lowest time frame. I come down back here to the bottom left. So we had just completed that yucky place. We came outside of it. There was a king timing line here before. Of course, some king timing lines have moved over now. But at the time, there was king timing there. So it was a ready DD with a double ready up. So I'm looking for a quick reversal there and was able to grab some more for that. Now, as far as holding out the play, sure, we made the little head fake down. Probably even a better trap now to move to the long side. It had not been gabbing, I probably would have re-engaged here one more time here on the cross and put the stop right down below there. Little minimum risk there and nice juicy reward ratio there for entering in again with this little stop loss. And here we go. There's your targeting. So your risk to reward ratio there, small loss back behind the cross, and big targeting on holding to an opposing signal, in this case all the way to the other side of the auto channel marker there for us. George, are you at 400 as well? Dude, I'm telling you, it must be, I think it might be a thing. 400 from your target, thought you immediately. Yes, no joke. I think it's legit, man. The $400 superstition, be very careful. It's like, it's just close enough to your target and yet just far enough away to be like, to get $400 out of a single play while a play is open. You know what I'm saying? It's like right at that midpoint. It's not super easy. It's not right at it, and it's not super hard either. And so it's also got the temptation factor, just so many things when you're $400 away. Speaking of, okay, so first trade on the live stream here. Oh, I like to have the sound on. Trade number 1 out of 5 is a winner. We're looking for winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'd like to get 2 winners plus a bonus within my 5 trades. That's how I approach the markets like a video game. I think of having 5 lives. And I know that if I get 2 winners, that's my winner, winner, chicken dinner. Enough to put food on the table. And then anything else after that is a bonus. I think some people, I want to reiterate something here on a Friday, talk to you guys. It is not... Now, this has shifted, by the way, over time. Because if you guys have seen my stuff in the past, I would just go, okay, I got to take all 5 trades. No, you do not. Okay, that was a concept that came in. It's been a couple years now. But winner, winner, chicken dinner. What does that mean? If you see WWCD in our room talking about it, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Again, I didn't coin that phrase. It's somebody else's. But how do we apply it to trading? Sometimes memory pegging, things that are easy to remember, are good for you. And this is one of those. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I am looking for, out of my 5 trades, I want the winner, winner. That is 2 winners. And those need to add up to a chicken dinner, meaning I can put a chicken dinner on my table for my family with 2 winners. And if I can't, and if I got my 2 winners and it's still not large enough to pay for my personal needs, for me personally, I think
on the 1.
that, okay, then I've not sized appropriately. Then I might need to size up. If it's too risky, then I might need to size down. But as far as your sizing and things of that sort, I size appropriately so that my winner winner can pay for my lifestyle for my family. Make sense? So winner winner, that's how I do it. Again, you don't have to do it that way. This is not saying like ALGOBOX is designed to do that. This is Vinny Emini's mentorship style. Okay, it's different. The ALGOBOX tools themselves, the ALGOBOX is the ALGOBOX. My style, what you guys are seeing here, how I use this as a mentor. If I was mentoring myself as a younger version of myself, I'm not telling you or giving you specific advice, but the way that I approach the markets is video game. I'm a big gamer, have been since I was a kid, and this just makes things easier on me. Looking at Mario Brothers, he's got 5 lives, and I need to do something with it. But in this case, I've got to do something to put food on the table, so that's how I approach it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, then anything else is a bonus. I'm looking for 1, but I want to wait for it. I want to kind of wait. If I get my 2 winners right back to back, like this, let's say that my next trade is a winner and I get 2 winners back to back, I can skip all these 3. Maybe I do them in red here. Like skip. Well, maybe not red because then that would imply that they might be losers. How about a blue?
Double delta EM on the 1.
Okay, so now I can skip through this section and I'm going straight over to look for a bonus trade. And now I just want to go, okay, now I just want to add a little bit to the table there and see if it's beyond a chicken dinner. Maybe I can, I don't know, maybe we buy dessert too, kind of thing. All right, so that's important because I've seen some of you guys in the chat, and again, you can do you. But if you're trying to imitate me, because I've heard it, well, I'm supposed to do 5 trades because Vinny says do 5 trades. I want to make sure I'm clear. I don't actually do 5 trades. Now, this is the bad part, is that when I'm out here on a live stream, it is more tempting because for entertainment purposes and people's expectations, they want to see more, and I can demonstrate more. And because I'm a professional, I've been doing this for so long, it's easy for me. But don't be tempted into going, oh, I can do what Vinny can do. I've been doing this 2 months and I'm ready to, we have a 120-day program for a reason. I personally believe it takes at least that long to truly become familiar with the tools and feel good about your executions and to be comfortable, and having taken a lot of trades in sim to have a lot of practice behind your eyeballs and your reaction time while I'm using your mouse and moving things around in your charts. All those things that I think are necessary during my mentorship training program with you guys, I think are necessary. So try not to skip those steps. And I just wanted to make sure you guys understand it does not take 5 trades. Okay, everybody type some kind of version of don't take 5 trades. It's not about taking 5 trades. Okay, put it into yourself and tell everybody else, anybody else who is missing out on that. And by the way, I am relying on you guys a little bit to spread that word too. Speaking of, don't forget, there is a affiliate program now. If you guys would like to become an affiliate for ALGOBOX, tell people about it. You guys can give people discounts. Oh, I do want to take that. Get me some of that. Okay, this might be my bonus here. This is a Super Enigma long coming in here. Got to be careful of us whipping back down here, but right now that looks like people might have gotten trapped in there. Okay, this could get a little bit tricky. Super Enigma, it's only a level 1. It's a little bit concerning, but let's see if that is a trap and a push up. We got a lot of crosses back behind it that might be getting stuck. The line in the sand is going to be down here behind these 2 crosses here. I'll come back and finish that chat. Okay, hopefully that is a leg of hope. Fake down, more people adding in on that. I think they'll probably get trapped in on that. It's my current thought. King timing, going to add to my position. So I've got a full position now. 16 contracts for me is a full. Got valid speed here. It's feeling a bit snappy. A little bit of concern there. Okay, we're at those crosses. If those were people getting on the short side, those are the ones I'm expecting to be trapped here. Let's find out if I'm right.
On the 89.
To the back of the shark and broke straight through the shark. So that is not good. So I will be exiting on my next up leg. And an abandonment of the original idea there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that's a 4 LDT sticking out down here to pop me up.
Enigma long on the E1.
What's our time of day? It's 10:37. Forgot, it's this weird time of day here. Okay, gonna kill it. Gonna reinitiate under it. Let's go Control E. I like to see where. Okay, there it is. Anything underneath this, I can re-engage. To try roll would be all the way up here. go in on half on the cross. At 15 ticks. See if it's got 20 in it. There's 20 ticks. I'll take it. Get me to my 4K on the day. Let's get some 4K hype up in the chat. Come on now. 4K. Did some work for that one. Got a tricky wiki right in the middle. And we got the one Enigma. Calling the bottom. Calling bottoms. Bottoms up. Let's go. Gotta love it.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when we talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. No, I can't let go without you near me.
Alrighty then. So got my 4K on the day here on a Friday. Not too shabby. Eddie needs to start signing in 2025. Oh, tell us about that. What's the idea there, Brian? What do you think? Signing in. Did I miss something? What do you mean by signing in? Do tell. Tell us some more. Let's see. Just wanted to say hello. Sorry I'm late. Still trying to work my way through the training videos. By the way, on the AB website, it still says the videos are restricted. Can you tell me what you mean?
Double delta RTY on the 4.
Did anybody respond to you on this already? Yeah, I need to learn that to not overtrade. Yeah, again, look, over time, I'm going to tell you, when you get good at this, dude, take as many trades as you want. Okay, hear me out. When you've been doing this and you got this under the belt, okay, and again, when you're, it's like there's phases. If you go all the way back to risk video number 1, first of all, Eddie or Curtis, can you guys figure out what they're talking about on what's happening on the website as far as what videos we're talking about? Kind of follow up, just get the answers there while I talk about this part. So let me go to lesson number 1. In fact, since somebody already mentioned the website, let me go to that video and I'll talk about how I'm talking about phases in your own growth. Okay, so let me head over here to the website. All right, so this should be framed where you guys can see this pretty easily, right? So, okay, so if I go up here into the training videos, they said that these are locked. Let me click on this one. Key concepts, lesson 1. Let's see. Okay, so works for me, but you're saying it doesn't work for you?
J-hook short eam on the 1.
Yeah, which one are you referring to, Scrutinizer? We'll figure out what you're missing there. But I want to talk about going to the core in library number 4. Remember, 4 is the core, okay? So library 4, if you get through to library 4, this is the core. What were my original lessons 1 through 6? Now, the reason I moved these back here to 4, it's like, why didn't you put lesson 1 at the beginning? Is because this is less about ALGOBOX and more about my philosophies around my approach to trading, risk management, stop strategy, small losses, you know, optimizing your edge, tools and tactics,
Divergence.
bull riding, which is concept of getting in and out of the markets, my daily routine stuff that is less ALGOBOX centric. So I don't know, for better or for worse, you guys let me know. Do you guys think that I should move these lesson ones? Were these super important to you guys from app perspective? Because I have heard feedback that I really got so much out of video number 1, and that's why I kind of also brought this back up, is this one particularly talks about where you're at in your trading when it comes to choosing your size. Somewhere at the very beginning of this video, let's see if I can scroll to a part where I talk about which section. Here we go. What phase are you in? This little zoomed in thing here, maybe I'll pop over to YouTube so I can do full screen on it there. And of course, skip through our ads here. One moment, please. Okay, so what phase of trading are you in? Are you in that 1 year phase? And I talk about this in that lesson 1 on the core, number 4, library 4. You want to skip ahead and go do that one, then come back to the other ones. I don't know, kind of up to you. I think that you need to go through all of those for prerequisite trainings, which is why they're there to begin with. And again, my whole thing is I want you to be the best trader you can be. And that's why I make myself available to you guys. If you ever need to get on a chat with me, have a call, you know, hit me up on Discord, get on a voice chat with me. Let's have a chat. I'll try to help you out in any way that I can, answer any questions. But what phase are you in? Brand new trader? A brand new trader needs to trade differently than someone who is, you know, past their 1 year mark versus somebody who's year number 2, then 4, where you are, and you know, you have seen it all. Okay, there's different phases there. And I don't know where it is. It's not, because everybody's different. Okay, everybody, I can't say that there's no fitting a square peg in a round hole type of thing, but I do my best to go, I do know that there are certain phases in there, and you can know what phase you're in, and it may not be time-based. It may not be 1 year, because I talk about this all the time. Market replay is a cheat for that, because market replay lets you play the markets back at higher rates of speed, and the more practice that you do, you can supersede the time frame that it may take. For instance, it takes 4 years to become a professional in anything in life, which is why high school is 4 years, which is why college is 4 years. 4 years is the 10,000 hour rule. If you don't know about that, 10,000 hours at 8 hours a day-ish is approximately 3.5 to 4 years. 10,000 hour rule, if you don't know about that, Google that. Like, it's a thing. It is basically like, are you born with it or is it practice? And it says when you reach 10,000 hours of any topic in life, doing anything for 10,000 hours, you become an expert in it. Okay. Now, to accrue those 10,000 hours, you can speed that up by doing market replay. But all that back to the point here is when I'm saying, listen, Vinny, younger version of me, new person, approach for me. I'm talking to my younger version of myself. Again, I'm not giving personal advice and all that kind of whatnot. I'm not a licensed advisor at any means, but I'm talking to my younger version of myself, little Vinny. Remember how you played video games, bud? Cool. During that window of time, you had 5 lives on Mario Brothers. Okay, you got 5 lives here. Here's your 5 lives. But when you're talking about needing to put food on the table, if you're wanting to do this for a living, because you're psychotic, okay, you want to do this for a living, you want to play this 2-dimensional video game that we call day trading, and you want to use particularly ALGOBOX, it's kind of like a cheat for it, in my opinion, makes things a lot easier. But when you're first starting out, when you're putting your money on the table, your risk, you're not good enough yet to fully feel the markets out on higher time frames and know as the market's starting to shift, and you haven't felt that enough times to avoid the risk that it will cost you if you try to play all 5 of these, where you could, yes, you have your perfect 2 winners to start out, and then you're like, yeah, I'm doing so good, I'm so excited, and then you keep banging away and keep banging away, and the market does what it does, makes a shift in there, and you have not seen this enough to live through this, or don't have a big enough account size to live through this, where you could get to just a bonus type of thing. And where this one might turn green at the end, where, because you're like, okay, cool, you get the cadence thing. And I talk about this a lot in the cadence stuff, how the market will shift. The cadence is really great here. It goes through a lull, and then it, boom, it's right back to cadence again. You want to skip this middle part when possible. I know I'm hitting a lot here, but if you've been through my training videos, it's going to make a lot more sense to you. And if you go even through video number 1 on the core, the library 4, lesson 1, you will get a lot out of that video. I think it's a longer video. It's also another thing why people are like, well, I don't want to see this long 2-hour video for the first video I see of yours on the site. So I'm trying to give you guys what you want. At the same time, I feel like I kind of know what you need. Hate to be that way, but I've been there, done that, done this a long time, 20 plus years in the industry, and I coded this whole thing.
Double delta
you
on the one.
Might want to hear what I have to say. Maybe. Up to you. But when in doubt, stick to this. Okay. Vision board it in front of you. You got your 5, and then hit that bonus like I just did right now. Now I'm up 4K on the day. Now I got to have a perfect set, right? I got winner, chicken dinner, got my chicken dinner, and then I added to it, got even more. Now we're in bonus territory here where I'm on my way to doing 7 figures in the year. 4K a day. Okay. 4K a day is, it's basic. It literally is, it's $1 million a year, 7 figures. So that to be said, here, while you're in your new stage, please, Vinny, I'm talking to my younger self, Vinny, younger Vinny, stick to this, okay? When you get to be old and gray-haired like me, you got 4 kids, wife, life, elderly parents, okay? You want to come in here and start swinging away, and you want to do this, sure. But it's because in between, you're going to feel out that cadence. You're going to filter better. You're going to filter through. You're going to pay attention to when you're in the middle of that fiddle zone, when the system is literally telling you, hey, guess what? You want to know why this enigma didn't work? Everybody tell me why. What is the system telling you why this enigma is less likely? What is it? The fiddle zone, right? And in this case, it's beyond the fiddle zone. We're actually in the flat zone, the absolute, what I have said, worst of the worst place to take one of these is when we have come up on the histogram and we've touched the flat line,
on the one.
right? Some of the worst enigmas or the ones that are going to have more heat show up right there, right?
Enigma short on
and
the one.
so you'll learn to filter those a little bit better, type of thing, and go, okay, well, there might be ones that I might need to skip, type of thing. Make sense? Other things, you will stick to taking the trades in the direction of the MACV Ultimate. Like right now, the green ones, for instance. Like, why do we think this one worked better?
Speed of YM100.
Well, because we're outside. Look, we're in between the flat line. We come down, it calls the bottom. And another thing is, what's our direction, right? We're to the long side. Although I think when this happened, it did call the bottom. Okay, and literally it looks like we red rovered all the way out, which is pretty cool. But, you know, calls the bottom here as we come into this. But knowing and seeing more of this, to know, having your confidence in the system because you've got the practice behind your eyeballs, then maybe go ahead and go through all 5 trades. Or you want to trade 10 trades in a day or whatever because you've spread it out. You're comfortable sitting at your desk. You're comfortable with the tools. You've learned to read. Let me back up a second. Not just one chart. You've learned to read this. Okay? This is what's actually here in front of me. I've got 5 time frames that I'm reading and starting to get familiar with the whole tide, wave, mid filter, ripple, where you are using a triple screen system that, you know, wasn't designed by me. I learned it from Alexander Elder. If you guys want to go and get the only book that I've ever recommended, and I would suggest doing the audio personally, is the book by Alexander Elder, Day Trading for a Living. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. It's in the name of the book. If you want to do this for a living, and one of the things he talks about is the triple screen multi-time frame analysis that we do. Now, a lot of traders do that. It's not exclusive to ALGOBOX. That's why I'm saying that ALGOBOX is the cheat that shows you cool things like, hey, how about this amazing, awesome enigma showing up here at the top calling the down move? What about this one calling the up move? Those types of cool plays with a level 19 to power it up in the middle. Pretty neat stuff. We know there's a big important line right here at 43,615, so mark that up, right? I'm going to literally make this gigantinormous. That is going to be an important level later. The audiobook is free on YouTube. Yeah, and so I've taken that concept and expanded it. He says at least 3 time frames, and I do work off of 5, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's a big and small here. This is technically 1. If you follow through and understand my philosophy, these 2 are 1. This is one where I'm like, I've got bigger trades, bigger targets. If I've got something happening up on this one where I can runner, if it shows up on this one, whatever my play is, runners, This one, not so much. This one, it might be a T1, T2. Okay, not trying to hit home runs if something just comes up here. But if it combines with this bigger one, cool, yes. Now, if it comes with, if I got this one, then I've got even a bigger runner. And then these two really are filters. I'm not necessarily taking a trade with the fine exception of on this one, if you are a two-finger salute player. Right, and we have that full auto as well. Okay. Did I miss any questions? Please, if you typed a question, you're starting lesson 3 today. Haven't made it to the library 4 yet. Gotcha. Let's see. I'm going to give this one a shot down here. See if this Enigma's calling the bottom here, because that's what she does when these types of moves happen. Lots of speed action there. I think people might get trapped in on that. Might be the Enigma 14.6. Not bad. The absolute best would be a level 20. But these are all smooth legs down. If you followed my philosophy, again, me personally, this is not an ALGOBOX thing. This is me personally. I never trust smooth, what I call smooth, sexy legs. It's just there to trap you in. Be careful on those. Let's see if I can grab my 20 out of that. 20 tick target up there to the blue line. We are going
Double
against,
delta,
there we go. Now it's a super and it's almost there, up on king timing. Missed it by a hair. Also didn't get my fill earlier. Cancel that. Gonna see if I regret being greedy, being a little dick for a tick there, not holding it out all the way to the target. That might have been all she wrote, especially the fact that we got strong sell. So all 4 instruments currently to the sell side right now, working against that. Oh boy, reverse. All right. Oh my goodness. Ew. Did not prepare for that.
Enigma short on the EM1.
Okay, I'll give it one more shot here. Full position to the short side. Don't like that they're stepping in with buyers. Definitely feels trap-ish. See if I've overstayed my welcome. Yeah, no more smooth legs. I do not think this is going to keep going down. I'm going to reverse. No, I think we're going to pop up. I think it's going to be a trap. This is an instinct thing. Don't do what I'm doing. Those legs are too smooth.
Pip.em on the 89.
Okay, all the way down to target. Bummed that I could have held that out and gotten my targets on the downside Enigma. But I personally feel like that's going to end up being a trap in. What's our time of day? 10:58.
Double delta RTY on the 4.
Okay, I'm half as enthused here, so I'm going to half up there.
Lower bands touch EM on the 26. Speed of YM 70. Lower bands touch EM on the 26.
Okay, I don't know what's going to go on right there. A little bit nervous about that. So I'm going to see if I can get it a little bit closer if we are going to pop up. Wait for a trap. I have no crosses anywhere in here, so it's weird. It's like there's nobody really jumping this. We know that the 19 is back there. Do I have a cave up above? No, I really don't. It's a very smooth profile up top. So let me see something here real quick. Control E. Okay, we just came off of strong sell, so some other instrument is also coming up a little bit. See if I can get something out of that, along with the trap side. Let's see, the zone. To do the zone length right now is about this wide. So opposite side of the zone will be here. So I got to watch for double crosses here for reversals if this ends up deciding to go back down. Don't want to get off sides on that. We are still going against technically the sell side scenario. It's only a moderate sell. Could probably snap down one more time before any of that. I don't like the way that that's setting up. Oftentimes it'll snap down out first, get the fake breakout, and then make the move up. I'd like to maximize that. I'm going to peel half here. There's a cross. See if it does the snap down real quick. Yeah, we just went strong sell here. Let's see.
Double delta EM on the 1.
So hopefully they're trapping those in. Hopefully that's where they got involved. And that they ride up their... Hopefully want to see them ride them up. It's hard when you're calling off the bottoms. So fingers hot on the triggers. Nope. Okay.
DCDM RTY on the 4.
Okay, here's king timing. Let's see.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Multi ready up here now. I'd love to see a triple here.
DCDM EM on the 1.
Okay, double cross at the top of his own. I'll go ahead and kill it right there. Got stuck in some tricky stuff there. Double cross could potentially push that back down. Always have to be aware of that. We are still strong sell, now moderate sell. Okay, I'm going to re-engage it, see if it's going to be a trap pop-up. Wow, it skipped all the way to neutral. It's interesting. We went from strong sell all the way to pop to neutral. So 3 instruments came back of the nerd off of the low. Hopefully that is a good sign for a trap and a push. Let's see if we've got any more out of it. Hopefully it's not trapping in the longs. Okay, Gartley, hold. If it doesn't, I'll have to start halving up here. I'm gonna see that first harmonic hold. Looks like it did. And oh wow, what in the F? What in the F? Okay, try to use my hotkeys. My hotkeys are not on. That's one thing I did not check this morning. Wow, that is scary when your hotkeys are not programmed. Make sure you turn on your hotkeys. My goodness. Okay, there it is. Trading. Can you guys see that? Let's see if I hold the mouse over this. Yes. Trading. My trading profile needs to be turned on my hotkeys, or your hotkeys are not going to work. Oh goodness. Like, why did my trade not close? All right, let me fix that.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Oh, triple ready up here. Interesting indeed. Let's remove a couple things here. Let's pull this one. That one came out of that zone. Now we have a right here.
Speed of YM67. Speed of YM67.
Yeah, warning, $400 away from 5K.
Upper bands touching on the 26.
Indeed.
Upper bands touching on the 26.
Don't jinx me. Yeah, man, the number is what gets it. It's true. It's so true. It applies to when I am, particularly when I've got a position open.
Speed of YM75.
And I did, like, literally peeled it as we popped in and talked about how this would be a major level later. All right. I'm going to buy this level here and see if they end up going or not. I'll put a little risk on buying that major from before. And if we stay in that zone, we did just shift to strong buy here. So entering in, the idea here is on that major level before, we're also at the structure. So we have two things. We have the RTOFA plus a structure. Does everybody understand that? The structure is the channel. Got the bottom of the green channel. So got the structure. The RTOFA is the gigantinormous level 19 prior. Awesome, Mr. Costa. Thanks for dropping by. Yes, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for that. Let's see if this ends up being an LOH. Leg of hope. Nice, smooth, straight down. Potentially locking in the bears back here. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 3 sets. Got 3 sets back there. Make it feel like it could return to, everybody thinks, oh, okay, this is a really good place to enter in on a continuation short. They start trying to get short up underneath there and ultimately end up getting grinded out. This is just experience talking, seen that lots and lots of times. Not necessarily an ALGOBOX thing, although I think that the ALGOBOX charts make it easier to read. But this is just
double
a
delta EM on the 1.
trap and move type of thing that we've seen so many times. If you've seen it, you know, you know.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Oh boy. Okay, so that could be the end of it. That's a double ready up. Yeah, I'm going to close it at my entry here and see if I can reposition. Let me do Control E so I can see where I hit. Okay, so I hit right there. Anything below that, I'll re-engage.
DCDM EM on the 1.
There's our 20 ticks at the top of the zone. I'll peel half at the top of the zone. And at 6K right there, I will
Divergence down EM on the 8.
take it there. Divergence just showed up on a higher time frame. You got to be careful and respect that. Higher time frame scenario just came in. We just rode a full higher time frame play. Not too shabby. Almost 6K on the session.
Upper bands touch EM on the 26. Double delta EM on the 1.
Underneath that little pink tack right there. It's a position
DCDM
management
EM
strategy
on the 1.
for me. Okay, lots of people trying to engage that short there. See if we can catch them and see if we got a Titanic zone working here for us for the midday big turn. That's my first anticipation. So I will try to buy inside the water here. Excuse me.
Lower bands touch EM on the 26. Double delta EM on the 1.
Okay, half there. Check what our optimized range is. Optimized range on the Dow. Somebody's got that handy. I currently have 26. Hope that's right. Thank you, Daniel.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Okay. Another ready up down here in the Titanic. Stay above that sandy line, please. Por favor. Here's what I'm looking at on the bottom left. Well, there's the big sandy line right there. Under it. Got to kill it above it. I get a little bit more excited about the big play. Trying for the Titanic midday turn. It's harder. This is why we like the morning and the afternoon. But playing this, definitely trickier. All right, got a cross coming in right on that line. I will max out on that little cross there. Hoping that that is people jumping in on the short, getting excited about it, and hopefully they'll trap them in. Cross coming in. Breaking under the cross. Nope. Okay, got a half up. If we come back up above that line, I can re-engage, but nope, we broke it. So I am halving here. Risk. I got to mitigate the risk here.
Double delta EM on the 8.
Bottom of that zone. We want to engage above the sandy line. Okay, is that a 1, 2, 3, 4? Please be a 4 LDT. I mean, because I'm tired of waiting. I am tired of waiting. We all want to go eat some lunch, bro. Put a question mark on that because it's not engaged yet. Strong sell. So all 4 correlated instruments leaning over.
Enigma long on the EM1.
And an Enigma, let's go. I'll re-engage for the Enigma. Let's see if we call the bottom. Midday turn. To be or not to be, that is the question. The 89 bar. Remember I said I want to see that 89 bar finish and or pin bar. Let's see. For it to finish, according to my little indicator here, it's got to go all the way to 510. So if it stays up in 510, it would be amazing for it to go as long as it can and then make a pin bar and then multi-bar up. Looking for a 300, 400 tick move to the upside. On the midday lunch run 8 or 9,000. NQ is down 2.5%. That's the perfect number for a midday pivot.
On the one.
Just this thing that happens at noon, right? If you've watched the markets for any period of time, a long period of time. That's why I have it in our personality understanding of the markets. There is, if there's going to be a big pivot, trying to catch the big pivot, then midday is one, and is risk the right word? I would say more ticks of expansion are required for that, grabbing that midday. Now sometimes you get the absolute perfect, like let's just imagine just for a moment. Imagine I had just waited for that perfect little sucker right there. Right, then I don't have to worry about all this, but waiting through, understand, Titanic zone has been indicated, and now I'll wait for your perfect
double delta EM on
pivot in that direction for the midday pivot. We got, okay, got a 3 wise men shift here. Don't like that we're on the red side here, but we've got the Enigma, hopefully calling bottom here, and now we're up above it. I want to maximize it. I want to go maxed out here on the midday pivot trap. You got a nice trap in front of it for LDT. Everybody's looking, okay, looking for that continuation. Break down, boom. Kind of don't think so. Got a delta shift here, hopefully indicating that big guys are starting to step in here. That's the entire leg was bought up there. And we are above that big sandy line, which means all these guys, you have the strength of this set of orders still on the table of this auction.
Enigma long on the EM1. Double delta EM on the 1. Divergence up EM on the 26.
Super Enigma, 26 divergence. Hopefully, crossing fingers. Let's let that be the midday pivot for us. That would be very cool. We're back underneath that sandy line though. Still have to do the same thing. Got to respect that. We started underneath there. I mean, basically, I just could do standard stop outs on our precision entries, which would be behind the Enigma, which is also end up being our. What we'll see is that it ties in with the same thing of our, you know, I waded through all this sandy line, the whole theoretical stuff of midday and traps and all the people that are caught into it. But do you see how we don't, if we just play this, I don't have to care about all that. I don't have to know all of that. Don't have to wade through all of that. If I could just wait for my setups. Pretty cool. Because it's collected all that inside. I mean, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Don't want to give away too much of what's in the Enigma, but it knows. Just put it that way. It knows. It's doing the maths. It's doing the maths. Over X period of time back. Currently, info panel earlier this morning was at 49 ticks. Currently saying 42, so slightly smaller range than we had from earlier. I don't want to say this morning because I didn't even really come and check all this out until I come in at like 10:30. Pretty late. Yeah, supermoon. We should label that up 100%. Supermoon at noon. You know, the higher time frame turns as everything just takes so long, you know what I mean? Can't say patience is my strong suit. Likely have to respect the red Enigma showing up in there. Respect. Pay your respects. It might even need its 20 tick target here. Respect that. Hopefully fake down, trap more people. And we start to get a grind up would be awesome. Midday, not the most fun time of day to play. LOH. Leg of hope.
DCDMEM on the 1. Enigma short on the E1.
Well, boo. We'll have, we got to get back up above that before I can re-engage full. Gotta respect the fact that we've got a little song and dance here. This one over here, I'm going to put always on top here so we can watch this. It's again big picture time frame. And what I want to see is a pin bar. Zoom in for what my anticipation of this midday scenario would be. So that bar there comes, doesn't quite go all the way to the 43,510. Like a couple of ticks above that would be awesome. And then literally pin bar itself up to where it looks like this. I got it always on top here. Right there, boom, and then right off of that, one of these, and then oftentimes that will be followed by one of these types of scenarios. That's what I'm anticipating. Whether I'm right or wrong here, we'll find out. It's the midday thing. You do have to. That's why we, just so you know, when we were talking about best times of days to play, while we're like, yeah, noon's not fun. But if you are going to play it, this is what you got to wade through. If you're looking for that midday beast mode hour, as far as teaching, training types of scenarios, what we're looking at, or if you go into Discord, type in sessions. This will pop up here. And we are here. And I don't think this potentially, this one doesn't say we're looking for reversal, or does it? Oh, we see the 221 beast mode. There's nothing on here indicating a lunch, but if you're in our training, you know, like we're looking for beast mode hour, big midday pivot, potentially coming in there, and then the grind.
Double delta RTY on the 4.
I think there's a video on that. Let me find the beast mode hour video, 1 second. There is. Okay, so old channel over there on Vinny Emini. Although I wouldn't say old, we're about to be revamping that one here as we go into the new year. As again, I kind of handed this over to the community. If you guys want to, we'll talk more about that later. But basically, yeah, Vinny Emini, separate from the ALGOBOX software. Use the software how you wish. My style of mentorship, how I do it. Beast mode hour, you'll see it's right there. Beast mode reversal hour, which we'll probably have to add to our sessions template, which is because that's how we teach it. But there we go. Let me close that there. And yeah, looks like this smooth leg hopefully ends up being a nice smooth leg trap there. Would be real cool. Yeah, maybe a refreshed look, exactly. Hey, what's up, Lightbringer? Happy Friday, my friend. But yeah, if you guys don't have a coupon code, I know Lightbringer, he got his coupon code the other day. If you would like a coupon code to be your own boss man, you want to go out there and want your own affiliate code, plus you get a big discount, so you can go give anybody you want, give them a 50% off discount using your coupon code. And a 50-50 split on commissions. So I don't know if there's anybody else out there doing that. I could be wrong. Oh, 11.3. Yeah, I'm in. Finally, first Alpha Omega Cross I've seen in a long time. I almost want to say all day, but again, you're not here that long. Let me see when was the last Alpha Omega. We just got a giant 11.3 came in there, along with a Ready DD. Back to back. Last time we saw one. Oh, still scrolling. And scrolling. The 19 was the last one we saw. Wow, the 19 at, what time was that? 10:50. Another showing up right here. Should be an interesting play set up here. Potentially coming in there. When I've seen these before, oftentimes right around that, it will spike down a little bit right down below it. Big trap, and oftentimes because of this grind scenario, it ends up being a quick, fast move in the opposite direction. Eesh. Well, it's still only 12:42. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. Oy vey.
DCDMEM on the 1. Fib.em on the 8th. Enigma short on the EM1. DCDM on the 1. DCDM on the 1. Divergence up on the 26.
Let's see. Test 1, test 2. The mic is low. Test 1, test 2. Test 1, test 2. Oh, that's really weird. Test 1, test 2. Doing that. Can you guys give me a mic check? 1, 2. It looks like on the equalizer it's fine, but setting, it's okay. Really weird. Looks really weird on back. Down settings. The input, really weird. Showing there's not a device to select. Let me unplug it and plug it back in 1 sec. Test 1, test 2. Okay. There we go. It's back now. It says Blue Yeti Audio 2.0 paired up.
J-hook long on the 1. Double delta EM on the 1.
All right. Check, 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 check. 2, 3. Check, 2, 3. All right. I think we're good.
Double delta EM on the 1. Double delta EM on the 1.
All right, so I will be doing some updates to the website this weekend for that Black Friday offer. Don't forget, best time of the year ever. Now, a couple of things. With the changes that are coming in tonight, they're like basically hold off right now. Don't go grab it right now after this live stream. Wait until tonight. We've got some new price points there. They're going to help you guys out. We had that gift certificate there at $300. Don't forget on Monday that goes down to $200, so you might want to get that ASAP. But we will be making some changes there to the website over the weekend for the Black Friday offer. Best time of year ever to get in on it. We will be doing some price exploration as we go into 2025. It is great. Hopefully, well, it's great to have you guys with us here today on a Friday. Hopefully you guys got something from it on Monday. We will be doing Mentorship Monday. Each Monday we try to come out here and have more training. We did a lot today. I think we covered quite a few topics on the deep stuff on the mentorship side of how I approach things. And don't forget, if you want to become an affiliate with us, all you need to come over into our Discord channel chat, ask for a discount code. I will hook you up, and then you can use that. We are doing a 50-50 split with you and me. Anything that you guys bring in, yeah. 50% commissions. I don't know of any other affiliate out there that is doing that. Hopefully that helps you out. Thanks for hanging out here on a Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. I will do an afternoon stream as well, so come on back for that, and we'll be back on Monday if we miss you there. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B, I am standing out the Big H-Town. See ya. Art team, show them how it's done.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
worldwide.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta vibrating. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down. On freeze. Order filled. Target filled.